Yes, it is. It's Monday morning finish line. It's Mike Newman. It's March 19th after a busy weekend of track and field in Illinois, and wasn't it fun? There's a lot that we're going to talk about today. I don't know how much we're going to be able to, we can't mention every conference meet. So we did write a recap. Go check it out on ilxctf.com. But there were a lot of things that are going on, and there were a lot of things that I want to point out too. And I need to turn my phone off. We'll let the phone chirp. Birds are chirping outside right now. It looks like it's a beautiful day. Oh my gosh. So a lot of things that I want to put my hands around. Well, on Saturday I did. But I want to talk about John Mayer of Lockport. And I'm at the West Suburban Silver meet, and kept looking at my phone. What did he do? What did he do? And he ended up 70 feet 4 1/4 inches in the shot. If you look at the series, it's the best series that an Illinois athlete has ever accomplished in a meet. It's the best, an Illinois high school athlete. It's the best first person to go over 70 feet. Nobody's going to take that away from him. And so I can't wait to see him throw this Saturday at Top Times. We're in an age right now, not an age, but we're in an era where the Illinois performances keep getting better and better. There are some other shot putters coming up that are going to try to knock John off. He's setting some real high standards. But if you go, God, what did he do? He did 69.5, 70 feet 4 1/4, fouled on the third round, 67.11, and then a pair of 69.5s. I mean, what can you say about that? I mean, he's the best. He has the second best mark nationally, either indoors or outdoors. There was a kid from Arizona that went 70'5" at Willie Williams in Arizona on Saturday. So John will surpass that. I mean, we keep saying, oh, he did this. It's just going to keep growing for him. So, and then you have Zach Bradford too. We talked about him clearing 18 feet 1 1/2 inch. Goes to his conference meet on Tuesday to help his team. This is what kind of a kid, this young man this guy is. And he goes, what did he throw? Or what did he clear, jeez? 17.6. So he's entered for Top Times. Going to be an interesting weekend. But we're never, go out. If these two are competing in the area where you live, or go down to Top Times, yeah, go down and watch them. We were talking about this a few years ago with Luke Winder, now at North Central. And, we don't know if we're going to see somebody like this. Well, Bradford is taking the pole vault to a different stratosphere. I mean, it's going to be tough to get those, but there's going to be somebody that's going to be motivated that they'll go after it. And the same thing with Meyer. Tomato. So, I wanted to say that first. Next, Texas Distance Festival. Didn't see the races, but ended up talking to Danny and Clayton and Zach afterwards. Had a good, 20-25 minute conversation with all three of them via phone. And, they were hoping for faster races there. And Danny said nobody wanted to lead. You had Alex Mayer from Texas, and you also had Grayson Morris from Texas. Younger runners, but not willing to push the pace. So it was Danny and Clayton trading off the lead every 800 meters. So I saw a tweet saying, oh, it's sad that Illinois lost. How the hell did Illinois lose? I mean, Kilray in his first race runs 14:36, equivalent to around 14 minutes to 14:05 for 3 miles. And you start your season out like that, that's pretty damn good. And then Mendez, after a big national meet, you would expect maybe a little bit of a letdown. No, he's out there leading, going out after it, running 14:38. Zach Kinney, who runs 1:58 the night before in an 800 indoors, comes back and runs 14:47. He's only a junior, and he's somebody to watch next year, not only in Illinois, but nationally. And just like we talked about with Meyer and with Bradford, it's not poof, it's not going to go away. We had that like in the late 80s, early 90s. We had Tim Breaux and all these other great runners like in the early 90s, but the times weren't there. The times went poof. Then you had Tauruses, and you had Marius Bakken, and then you had Sage, and the times started to go up. And now they're just, it's great. It's not a golden age. It's just, this is the age that we're in, Illinois-wise, and it's just going to keep getting better because you've got some sophomores and juniors that are going to put up some great times in the near future. So, wanted to say that. Those three are going to be running at Arcadia in a few weeks. And then I know Danny's going to run at that distance night in Palatine a few weeks later. So, it's going to add, Clayton Mendez will probably be there too. So we'll see some great run, and we're going to see some great distance running. We're going to see great running, period. So what else happened? I want to show you the end of the 400-meter dash at the MSL.
And Rusty, 24-2, a little shoving there. Rusty refusing to give up the lead. Casio on the outside. Rusty! Whoa!
So Declan Rusty, 3 wins on the night. I had a great talk with him afterwards. But if you've seen that 200, we showed it from the cut on, where they cut in. Rusty had to get the lead because you have Casio, defending 400 champ. You got Jaden Jackson, who's going to be the favorite in the 300 hurdles outdoors. So you have those two guys, and it was perfection indoor running. Rusty's not. I don't know if he'll win on Saturday against Marcellus Moore, but Rusty is looking at the big picture at the end of the year, and just to improve. He ran 6:49. More at Southwest Prairie ran 6:43. Jeez. So that's going to be interesting. But Rusty 3 wins, then 22-3. I think Moore ran 22-2. Was pushed by Brandon Adams in that race. It's going to be fun. But I love watching Rusty run. He runs with so much heart, and he has so much talent too. Also, Madison Marasco from Schaumburg. Wow, just a great race. So she goes out. She had, here's another good, Molly Fitzpatrick from Barrington. Keep an eye on her. She's pushing Marasco. They go through 65 through the first quarter, and that was it for Fitzpatrick. That pace slowed down. She still ran 2:17 for a freshman. Give me a break. But Marasco goes through 65, then goes through a 1:39. Her coach is yelling at her, and she took off. If you go on to the page on Runner Space, on Runner Space Plus, to watch that video, but you can see Marasco accelerate, and she crossed in 2:11.76. She had a great day. I mean, 2:13.9 to anchor Schaumburg to a 9:28 win. Comes back and runs a 59.5 in the 400. We got to talk about Courtney Clayton's record outdoors. Marasco continues to go like this. We'll have to wait and see. We really will have to wait and see, but it was a great race. Also, MSL, Nayakar from Buffalo Grove, 7:08, sets the meet record for 55 meters. She's going to be running at top times. We're not going to see, I was looking at some of the entries. Mary Young looks like she's scratched in the 55 or in the 60. Would have loved to see her run. She ran 2 good races at Chicago Public League yesterday. Won them both, only by 0.02 of a second over Amani Carruthers, who crushed the hurdles, only 0.04 off of her personal or seasonal best in that race in the 60 hurdles, and then came back, jumped 19.7 in the long jump, which is off of her seasonal best. So Carruthers, we're going to see some big things from Carruthers this weekend. Carruthers and Erica Furbeck in the long jump. Ooh, that's going to be good this weekend. So what else? I have a lot. There was a lot to cover here. And my phone stopped chirping. Wow. We talked about that. The West Suburban Silver. Check out the end of this 800.
Locker, ooh, Bennis, it's too close to.
So you have Cameron Bennis that picks up a great win over Brendan Lockerbie, 157 low. And then Lockerbie comes back 30 minutes later and runs 124.5. 30 minutes, that is a great double, first off. 2, Lockerbie. If you remember Lockerbie this fall, he doesn't run on the varsity if Matt Moravec stays healthy. But he got his chance to run varsity, got to run on the national team, and that experience and that endurance has paid off for him. And you can see that. You can see that with the way he's running right now. We're going to see some great things from him outdoors, maybe 151, 152 in the 800. And that's another thing to you kids. To you kids out here, Uncle Mike has something to say. Cross-country running, if you're to get ready for track, good thing, build up a good base, you're strong, you go into track, and you kick butt. So, I thought that was good. Okay. Oh, and then I was at DVC. There were a lot of great things that happened at West Suburban Silver. Read the recap. Also, DVC Girls, the end of the 1600.
Pinion's closing the gap. This is going to be another close one. Schmidt puts her head down. 4:59.8. Pena at 5:02. Podlish at 5:04.
So, Sarah Schmidt, first time she's ever run the double in the 16:3200, by the way. And then 10:45 by herself, comes back and runs 4:59. That's a great double. Karina Pena from Neuqua Valley, she had a 5:15 season best, a 5:12 PR. Injured all last year, stress fracture was giving her havoc, and she runs 5 flat. Perseverance, and didn't want to hear the splits. She just raced. And there's sometimes where you see meets or races out there where you go out and, like in a boys' mile, you see 75, 230. Ooh, pace picked up to 340, and then somebody runs a 51 last quarter. But I ran 4:31. Yeah, but it was the way that you did it. I'm not taking anybody an example and just plooping it out. So Pena gets second at 5 flat. Somebody to watch in the future, and Rob Harvey is going to say, Mike, don't say this. Don't say it, Mike. I'm going to say it. Samantha Podlish of Wheaton, Warrenville South. She runs a 220 leg on their relay in the 4x8. Comes back and runs 5:04. Breaks the school record. She's only a freshman. Indoor school record of one Hope Schmelze, or Hope Hoffman now. And Hope did some great things later on. So, time will tell. She's only a freshman. We don't know. Here's a good thing. She stopped playing soccer to run. Caitlin Hart did that. Caitlin Hart ran 2:13 on Friday. Jeez. So, for you kids out there, shuck away the soccer ball and run track or run cross country. But the DVC was a great meet. So, number of things. Oh yeah, I want to point out this. So, a lot of other things happened. Amia Wilson, Danville ran 6.56 at Gian Armour at the U of I. Pole vault just keeps getting higher. I think there's like 10 or 11 kids in the pole vault now that have gone over 15 feet. Chasing after Bradford, got to go high. White House from Muhammad Seymour, 15.6, but he's been over 16 this year. So a lot of great things going on. I mean, just all over the place this weekend. I wrote, it's like 4,500 words. Sorry if you don't like to read, but if you want to, gave some shout outs out there, but there were some great performances out there. So, I want to talk about two more things. Watch the end of this 4x8 at the MSL on Saturday.
And here they come. Here comes Barrington. Oh! He celebrated too early at 8:08.8 for Barrington. You don't do that.
Now, I talked to John Powers afterwards. He's like, yeah, it was a teaching moment. We know we're not going to make that mistake again. I called it a craven on Twitter. If you go back a number of years at the Boise State meet, Ryan Craven, who's a fantastic runner for Prospect, raised his arms before the finish line. Steve Finley came right by him, state champion. And the thing is, it's an example. You know, Walter Payton would cross the goal line, hand the ball to the referee, go back. No touchdown dance, the same thing with Barry Sanders. You take care of business first. You get across the finish line, and you just do that. Take care of business, run your race, cross the finish line, congratulate your competitors, move on, then celebrate. And then let's go back to DVC. This 4x2 is crazy at the end.
Oh, what happened there? And Wheaton North wins it. That was weird.
So another thing, know where the finish line is. It was just crazy. But we're going outdoors. I mean, they leaned at the finish line where the start of the mile is, the mile waterfall on that track. So that was one of the funnier moments. Nothing against the kids; they ran great and all that. Then we had this in the MSL 4x4 on Saturday. So I'm pretty vocal on this on Twitter, and both coaches apologized. It delayed the meet by 15 minutes. So the kids out there, another example from Uncle Mike. If you're on the far side of the track, just like a train tracks that doesn't have a gate and the bell is ringing, just like crossing the street, you look both ways. I don't care if the Lucky Charms leprechaun is across the track with a pot of gold waiting for you. I don't care if you see some hunk like Brad Pitt or or one of the Jonas Brothers or Justin Bieber that's waiting there signing autographs. We gotta get over there, and we knock a runner down. Come on! Common sense. It delayed the meet 15 minutes because you didn't look around. Both coaches apologized afterwards. It delayed the meet 15 minutes. I thought I was going to get home earlier. But you gotta watch out that I could see they wanted to go over to the finish line and cheer their teammate in. But you gotta be careful. It's like we've had incidences where we've seen athletes that weren't paying attention that have been killed in a hammer throwing college meets. I saw it happen when I was in college at North Central in an open meet where a throw got away, somebody wasn't paying attention, hit him in the head, and I had to run a race later that night. That messed me up. Just seeing that. So, you know, we make light about all of this stuff, but you gotta be careful watching a meet because there's so much going on. Especially indoors where it's a 3-ring circus. You just gotta be careful. So it's a good learning lesson for today. Uncle Mike is forget it. That's it. We have top times coming up this weekend. I'm going to be down there. You can catch, if you can't make it down to Bloomington, watch it on Runner Space Plus. If you don't have a subscription, subscribe. Great videos that I've shot during the indoor season that we'll be shooting during the outdoor season. There's some great stuff out there. And there's going to be some great competition. Meyer in the shot, Bradford in the pole vault. The 1A meet on Friday night's going to be dynamite. Can't wait to see Jacob Bryan run, Connor Artman run, McIntyre, Hall, Tanyek. The distance races are going to be fun to watch. And then we go from there. We'll have previews up later this week, and then let it roll on Friday through Saturday. Fun 36 hours of running. So hope to see you down there at the Shirk Center. Hopefully the weather is kind of cold, so I don't feel guilty about not being outside. Maybe we move the meet outside. That won't happen. So until the next time we talk, we'll talk about this next week. It's Mike Newman from Monday Morning Finish Line. We'll talk to you soon.